So let me get into it. Tonight it's D for docket clogging. Because when you can't win on facts or law, your next move is to bury the court in paper. Mhm. Danielle Robertson's latest filing, which was entered into the docket today and filed, isn't about protection, although she's calling it a supplement. Yes, she's calling it supplement to motion for protective order. It is 54 pages, which includes the brief and exhibits. Filing without evidence is a pattern because Danielle keeps submitting accusations, not proof. Accusations, not proof. She knows I can't respond yet. So she's taking advantage of the silence. Protective orders require real threats, not hurt feelings. Public commentary isn't harassment. It's my right. Court orders matter. And I've followed every one. But weaponizing the court, and this is how I see it, to silence critics is abuse of process. You're going to hear silence and pause because this is a lot to think about. Also, put into words that, because I'm commenting on something that was just filed today, all right? And I haven't had the opportunity to review it multiple times. So I will limit what I say specifically in response to things that were alleged. Right? This is my lawsuit, not Danielle's press conference. She's trying to hijack the docket with every video I post, twisting public commentary into courtroom filings. It's simply not a defense, it's a distraction. And yes, I do hope the court will see straight through this. I do. It's hijacking the docket. That is what it is. Weaponizing the court. This is what it is. Using it as her own bully pulpit. And during a time, as I said, that now this has been 1, 2, basically 2 from her, 1 which was expected, John Doe's 63, All right. But I could only respond to the order that the judge gave me for show cause. I couldn't even respond within the 14-day window that is typically for a response to a filing. I haven't even had a chance to respond to John Doe's filing. I'm talking about through the court. Legal terms. Okay. I haven't had a chance to respond to Danielle's filing, 71, the supplement. And here comes this one. Okay. I haven't had an opportunity to even address, I'm going to say, Danielle's filing or introducing me into another court case there at the federal court. I haven't had a chance to even address that. Just in case you want to know. There's a lot of moving parts and things that are stacking up. And I'm waiting for a response from the judge. The docket tells a story, and hers is full of distraction. I'm not playing games with the court, but someone clearly is, in my opinion. Docket clogging. That's what's going on. Can't cover up contradictions and lies. No. So the point that I made just earlier, Danielle comes in, continues submitting these documents, again, without evidence. This is a repeated pattern with accusations, but empty of credible evidence. Instead of providing real proof of harassment or threats, she floods the record with narrative. It's narrative-driven claims designed to look official, but lack any substance. Narrative-driven. I see it as exploiting the fact, yes, I do, that the court has paused responses while reviewing jurisdiction and servers, but she's taking advantage of that silence to paint an unchecked narrative. So again, it's a narrative and it's unchecked in the court of law. One she knows I can't yet rebut in court. And I'm certainly not giving a full rebuttal. Even tonight, I'm mentioning the filing and I'm telling you some key points in a way that I'm thinking about it, analyzing the situation and why I think this might be going on. The law is clear. A protective order is meant to stop real harassment with threats of danger danger or harm. Threats of it. Danielle's claims don't allege credible threats or abuse of the court process. She keeps using that word, that's stalking. She's trying to stretch the definition of harassment to include lawful public commentary, which isn't how the law works. Public commentary and critique, that's constitutionally protected, and I've mentioned it before. Talking about a public figure analyzing court filings and responding to public statements, all of those are protected speech. I haven't violated any discovery rules. I haven't issued subpoenas since the court's restrictions. I've respected the judicial process, even when I think she hasn't. Because Danielle's filing falsely suggests otherwise. It's misleading, it's disinformation, it's a tactic designed to sway the court with emotion, not law. She's using this as an instrument to file motions or supplements, to chill lawful speech, or to manipulate the court's timelines. This introducing more documents as a way to stall, try to dismantle this process, injecting things that are absolutely untrue. I've seen a few of these ways she's twisting commentary. That, again, I see it is an abuse of the legal process. The court is not her personal PR management tool. I filed this lawsuit. Supplement after supplement after supplement. That's not a legal strategy. It's a distraction tactic. I'll repeat it again. Instead of addressing core legal issues, this time is a strategy to file repetitive motions, objections, and now supplements, all of which have been designed to flood the document with noise rather than meaningful argument. By the way, she is actively litigating this case. She is actively litigating. She's not just making a special appearance. She's actively litigating. Every single time Danielle's facing exposure or accountability, another vague, emotionally charged filing hits the record. The timing of it all speaks louder than the content. And I've told my audience each time, I'm waiting. for the court's ruling. I've based my claims on verifiable records. Meanwhile, Danielle has shifted positions, swapped aliases, contradicted statements, and now she's adding baseless accusations to that list. She is. But docket clogging won't stop the truth or the evidence. At the end of the day, everyone, no amount of repetitive filings, distortions or false claims or any of that I'm seeing here will erase, none of it will erase the factual record. The truth will withstand her paperwork storm. Her paperwork is for a paper trail. She has been talking about paper trail for years. I see it now in some of her videos. And if anything, perhaps the court may start seeing this pattern as abuse of the judicial resources. Because she's weaponizing the court system. That's how I see it. She is absolutely trying to silence my voice. She's trying to silence my voice even in the court of law so that I don't get due process. She's trying to manipulate the court emotionally. The way this filing is written, she's painting herself as the victim in all of this. And she's trying to use the commentary. It's fair use commentary. I can come to my platform. I can talk about my case. But she's taken it even further. She's twisting it and turning it into, she's trying to almost like trying to file. How would I say this? I'll just tell you this. So there's a 1 through Roman numerals, we have 11 through the conclusion, and then exhibits. Well, Roman numeral 11, she has it called new false allegations involving third party, July 13, 2025. I'll read this. She writes, on July 13, 2025, plaintiff published a live stream titled D for Deflection 2, using DForDanielle branding and hashtag, which she has repeatedly used to signal content that targets defendant, either directly or through implication. The live stream falsely accused defendant of orchestrating a fraudulent wage garnishment against a third party. Pause. The live stream falsely accused defendant of orchestrating a fraudulent wage garnishment against a third party. She's trying to say that I argued that. She follows by saying, although not named in a direct legal accusation, plaintiff clearly implied defendant's involvement, stating, when a fake garnishment email surfaces, she claims a content creator made it up to scam her, and further declaring, quote, if there's one thing Danielle has mastered, it's flipping the script. The episode's framing and commentary made defendant the central subject of alleged deception and misconduct. Why is she filing? Why is she putting this in as new false allegation? I have not made this a legal. I haven't filed this. She's filing this. She's introducing this and saying it's a false allegation against her. I have not made that allegation, but she has included it in this filing. Can you understand why? I when I saw that, I'm like, what? You mean I can't talk about a video that was created by her more than 3 years ago and how it would relate to a pattern? She is twisting this for sure. She says the episode's framing and commentary made defendant the central subject of alleged deception and misconduct. The content creator involved cups of conversations appeared live during the stream and directly exonerated the defendant by stating, I never said it was her that did it. I never said that she did this to me, and explained that her former employer had identified the garnishment. Should I even read this? Originating from a man approximately 98 years old. Why is she filing this? Why is she even including this? Calling it a new false allegation involving a third party. She says, despite the real-time correction, plaintiff continued to insinuate defendant's guilt. She stated, still did not prove that the email was shown was fake. Is that the same as saying, I don't even want to, giving commentary and telling my audience based on what I'm hearing and giving my opinion that it still didn't prove anything? That's not the same thing that she's trying to put in here as a new false allegation. Then she talks about this virtual office that was mentioned in excruciating detail by her. She says this behavior supports the need for protective relief. What in the world? Saying that I'm weaponizing third-party disputes to manufacture new defamatory attacks. Absolutely false. She is taking the commentary, things that she said. She is twisting my reaction to commentary, and she is asserting things that weren't even said. Okay? So I just wanted to point that out. Because it's D for docket clogging. Things that are frivolous, irrelevant, not facts, but being introduced. Being introduced. This is a paper trail. This is meant to try to take advantage of the fact that I cannot yet, file. I'm waiting for an answer. And here she is filing more things. I pause. I pause. Is there a way to speed the process up? I don't think so. I mean, not anything that I'm going to do to try to interfere with the process. No. And I don't want to artificially, if there was a way, speed things up because it's not, I want them to be done correctly. If the judge is weighing everything, I want that to be done proper. It's, this is a legal matter. I don't know everything that's involved. So, yeah, there could be, it's summer, there could be vacation schedules. I mean, to put it, like simply something like that. I don't know everything, right? There's also criminal cases, and they take precedent over civil matters. But as I mentioned, last week, things were moving along at a pretty good clip. But we've come to the point where it's a fork in the road, and this next decision is critical. It's crucial. It is. It's going to affect the entire case, no matter which way it goes. I don't even know all the implications that it might mean either way. So, no. I can't think of an emergency of why it, reasonable reason that's redundant to speed things up. I can't influence that. If someone is trying to introduce things to, notify the court or inquire, I don't know what's being done behind the scenes. I don't. I don't know if someone's behind the scenes interfering in any way with this case. You see, I don't know what I don't know. I have to trust the process, though. I have to trust the judges. They are the authority. It's not me. It says she does that to try and buy herself enough time. Could be. Stalling. Definitely keep trying to move the goalposts, even if it's just a little bit. Yeah. Whatever she can do, it's about winning. That's the only thing it's about. She doesn't care that it's clogging the docket. Again, I don't know all of the things that have to be considered when making a ruling on, service and jurisdiction. I've read some of the law. I've read some of the cases around it. But from just a little bit of knowledge, this is something that judges, they take their time because this is very critical. Cups of Conversation. I haven't read your comment. It says, Lord, I'm scared to type. Hello, Teddy and Mob. I know. You came up to the platform and boom, look. She's even, wow. Junebug, let me read your comment. Says, emotions are not facts. I hope the court sees through all of this nonsense. The judge has to make, before the case can move forward, that must be resolved. And I get it. I do. Junebug. Thank you, says Teddy. I understand your position. I hope you get an opportunity to respond and set the record straight with receipts and proof. I want to be heard. Yes, I want to get the opportunity to respond. I do. Yeah. I see some other things. Yeah. I simply have to, at this point, I have to trust the process. But I also certainly would want to protect my rights, my legal rights as well. I'll say that. It's trying to intimidate me into silence. Like what I should talk about now, or who I should talk about, or what videos. You see, I think this is also a way that she knows I have these receipts. She wants to silence the receipts. Yeah. She wants to make it out to be something sinister. All right. It is time to say good night. I appreciate each and every one of you who joined me. Please hit the like on your way out. Biggest bear hugs go out to all the grizzlies and the honey bears. But that's it. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Teddy. Good night. So don't you tell me I am selfish just because I look out for myself. I've been happy, working hard, so I won't have to cry when I'm older. I could have done this or that. I remember when I used to. Don't do it cause it doesn't work. I'd rather tell you, shoot your shots. I did it, so I know you got this. We're all living one manifest. You'll get your dreams, just do your best. So don't you tell me I am helpless just because I'm searching for myself. I've been happy, working hard, just so I can say I told you so. I told you so. I don't need your approval to be myself. I got that on myself. Gracefully, gotta keep it cozy. I'ma take it slowly, one step at a time till my time is up. Why you stay mad at me? We gon' make mistakes, we gon' disagree. Are you so proud of me?
You just wait and see, you gon' rise.
So don't you tell me I am selfish just because I look out for myself. I've been working hard so I won't have to cry when I'm older. I could have done this or that. I remember when I used to. Don't do it cause it doesn't work. I'd rather tell you, shoot your shots. I did it, so I know you got this. We're all living for better, best. You'll get your dreams, just do your best. So don't you tell me I am helpless just because I'm searching for myself. I've been working hard just so I can say I told you so. I told you so.